I think I'm on
Good
live.
evening, guys. Thank you for joining us today. This is Beautifully Balanced, and I'm here today with my guest host, Miss Nikki Darby. Hey, Nikki.
Hello, hello, hola.
Okay. And today we're going to talk about why are relationships so hard in today's culture. And with relationships, we're talking about all spectrum. Well, not every spectrum, but with family, friends, lovers, married relationships. And we want to see why it's so difficult. Like, the reason why we thought about this topic is because people's circles talk about getting smaller. You see in social media, people talk about having toxic family members, having toxic friends. I always hear people saying my circle's getting smaller. I had to cut this person off. So we want to know, why are people just don't want to be bothered or want to have a good relationship going? It seems like if it get rough, people is just getting tired of it. So that's what we're talking about today. Thank you for joining again. I see some people are here. You're here at Beautifully Balanced, and the guest host today is Miss Nikki Darby. So we're going to go into a conversation. This is just a light conversation. It also addresses mental health. We talk about how to approach things, what issues we come across with people, and how to get out of it. So let's go, girl. Let's have this conversation flowing.
So what I really want to say, I want to first say that I'm no expert. I'm no, I'm a regular Jane, just like everybody else. Well, not everybody, because there's people that are professionally and can talk about this. I'm not, but I'm not a relationship expert. I'm just going to tell you things that I've seen from myself and experience from me and my relationships, and that's across every, like she said, every spectrum of the relationship. It's the family dynamic, it's the lover dynamic, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's the relationships at work. And so I think what I've seen, because you mentioned something and said you hear a lot of people saying their circle is getting smaller, and I think with social media putting things out there, and like people like you saying, hey, your mental health is important. If things are not going to help you grow, things and people aren't going to help you grow, then maybe you should remove those from your life. And I think that's some of the things that people are running into. So like for myself, I am very much into just, I have actually, I don't want to say I had a circle. I don't want to put it in a clicky type thing, but I've noticed that, I have let uh friendships go. I have let family members go. Um and I say, and you say family members, how can you let family members go? Well, there's family that I don't know if you have any dynamic like this. You have family that you are friends with, right? You can be friends with your family. I have family that I'm just related to by blood at this point, right? But then I have some that I am actually friends with. You cannot be friendly with everybody. So again, I think that, like, just talking about myself and my family, some of the family dynamic, not that I don't have love for people and I won't be there for people when things happen, but I have to think about myself first and love myself first. And if loving them makes me hurt, or they hurt, if I feel like I'm hurt trying to extend my love to somebody who doesn't want it, whether it's family or not, I'm backing off.
And why do you feel like you need to back off? Like, that's why. Do you feel like you need to back off? Like, let me just give them their space and love them from a distance? Or do you completely like, I just need to cut this person off because the energy is not right, it's not genuine?
So it's both, right? It's kind of a transition. Some you may say, I just maybe you see them at a function, or you see them somewhere and it's like, hey, you give, hey, what's up, and that's it. Or you could be at a point where you just like, I can't even be in the same room with this person. At that point, I don't want it to be in that toxic level. I want it to be where I can go in a room and be in the same space. But sometimes you gotta let people go, like the go
Right.
go, for real, because it's just not. I've I have had it where my life, where I've had people close to me and I love them so much and I just wanted to be around them. And you have people that claim they love you and will talk about you, and you hear it and you let it go because you feel like you're trying to be the bigger person. And then you just hear it. And I'm talking about grown people. I'm not talking about even when we're children or younger. I'm talking about right now. You have people like, talking about you like a dog and then
Right.
smile in your face. I don't want that energy. So I will let you cut you completely off, not playing, and that's okay. My fallback game is sirs. Okay. That's with that's with friends, that's with ex-friends, that's with loved ones. I can love anybody from a distance, but my men, like when you I think you really helped me focus on the mental health aspect of it too, right? Um, it's not good when even when you talk about it. I get times when I'm talking about it and I talk to you, I talk to someone else, and I'm hot, I'm in it, and I'm going off because I have so much passion about it because that's the love that I had. But I can let it go if it's making me. I'm not trying to be sick. I'm not trying to
Right.
make myself sick, anxiety. At times I can be quite anxious at times, so I have to control that. And the easiest thing for me to do is just to walk away, just leave it alone. But I've tried to, like you said,
Right.
I did it in stages where I'm like, I'll just fall back a little bit, and then
Right.
I'll come around. But then it's kind of like I can't even
Right.
because I'm not a phony person, and I'm not going to pretend to be phony just because we're in a social space. And so I
Right.
would rather not even put myself in that space,
And I'm the
or
opposite.
bring
Right.
that to an event or something like that. It just
Right.
becomes, I
Because
don't
I can be
wanna feel it.
cordial. Like some people they can't be in the room with the person. They feel hostility. Like maybe I have to say something because I know there's an issue, or I don't even want to be in this person presence.
Mhm,
Like depending on the situation, like as far as family, I've never had like something dramatic where I'm like, I need to cut a family member off. But I do have family members with different personalities,
mhm,
and you gotta from what I learned, act accordingly based on those personalities from me. And I learned to put up boundaries, especially where I
mhm.
know the energy is coming off negative, or this person is just not valuing me or not listening to me, or hey, let me just talk to this family member because I know she can help me with this.
Mhm.
Every time it get frustrating, but I never had a situation where I'm like I ever fought a family member, or it got there. Like I seen it in families. Like I hope my mother don't kill me for this, but my mother is quick to cut somebody off. Like if you rub her the wrong way, she would cut you off. And I'm like, family members, she'll cut off. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, people lose family members and you don't know, like, damn, I had this bad experience with this person and now the person is gone.
Yeah.
Like, I just always think about that. Like, it's so, like, I don't want to speak to you every day. Like, we don't need to speak or whatever. But if I see you, I'll be cordial. And I feel like with me, with going through therapy, sometimes, like before therapy, I had to build up, like, ooh, this,
Oh, you can go ahead. We can have
like, how much, like, I
the
couldn't
same
be in the
thing.
room, like, yo, like, and then to be mad, it's like it's so much energy
Energy.
you
Yeah.
bringing in. Oh Lord. Oh, my mother said, yes, I will.
Yes,
Thanks
mom.
for
Yes.
watching, Mom.
Cut him,
Mom,
mom.
this is Nikki Darby. Nikki, my mom,
Yeah.
Flo, is in
Hey,
the
Miss Flo.
building. Shout out to
Cut him.
my mom.
Shout out to Mama Flo's right. Like, you know what, Trees, I say this, right? Honestly, you can, like, we can, there's stages of it. There is where you can be Well, you can be in a room with somebody and it's like, you know what, I'll just say whatever. And like you said, you don't want that negativity, that energy, that vibrating low. I don't want to, I vibrate very high and I don't want to. And it seems that I've been allowing, I have to take responsibility and accountability. I've been allowing others to pull me to vibrate low. And I'm not trying to do that. So if that means cut them off, I'm flowing it. I'm misflowing it. Boop, cut them, move
Right.
on. Not, but yeah. Listen, I'm gonna share something with you, and it's not my business to share necessarily. I'm not gonna go into details with it, but it is my family. I've had it where I've had, you know, family members fight each other and somebody die. So that means not being in that space. Everything is not going to be solved with a fisticuff. But but I can walk away and leave it alone. So yeah, I'll let them go.
So do you want to share like something, like a story of how someone died, or can you generalize it or say like how could it escalate where a family member is getting murdered?
How does
Like
anything
when you
escalate?
supposed to have blood,
How does anything escalate, right? When you're
Mhm.
arguing, you don't see and you don't feel. Most of us, we were in that space, right? That moment, and we're heated.
Right.
Right? Are you seeing family? Some people aren't seeing family. They just see the target. And after it's done, after the fight's done, I'm not saying that the person meant to kill a person, but you might have been getting your ass beat and you grabbed something, and guess what? You hit the person in the wrong something, and it was similar to that. But
so do you feel like when you have issues within your family that can interrupt other family members? Like, you know, some families have connections, strong connections with a cousin, a mom, or aunt, and you may have a beef or a gripe with them. Like, does that destroy the family relationship where people are beefing? Because like in my family, it's like it's isolated. It's not like it flows on to everybody else. Like if they have their isolated situation, then that's what happens. But it don't bleed on to other members of the family unless they are included.
I've had it where myself, I try not to. My experience with a person is my experience, so I try not to say, don't talk to that person because I don't mess with them. I don't fuck with them. But if I'm fed up enough, I will tell my direct. I've told my sisters and my brother before. I've told them before, like, hey, yo, they don't fuck with you. Why are you even doing all of this? And usually I wasn't like that. But I'm like, I know for a fact this person don't fuck with you, but you want to be up there sniffing their ass, go right ahead.
Right.
I'm not for it. But typically I'm not the type of person to say, don't talk to that person. But I've been guilty of being like, you know what? I'm telling you that they don't fuck with you. It's up to you if you want to keep shucking and jiving in their face, trying to, ride on their dick. I don't know. But me, myself, I'm not gonna keep doing that. Like, I gotta move on. And it's about my peace. And if it's even with blood, you gotta let it go. I'm not gonna, and that's from even the younger generations to the older. I don't have to be disrespectful. Like, I don't, if it's an older family member or something I don't want to deal with, I'm not gonna be disrespectful to them. I still respect even verbally, but I don't have to be around them. That's when you mentioned that's me, right? But if you're like a younger child, younger than me, you could be my child, and you think you're gonna talk to me crazy, and I'm gonna be like, no, it's okay, it's just a generation today. No, cut you off too. I don't care if your mom's my sister. I can't do it because I didn't grow up. We didn't grow up like to disrespect people. And I'm not gonna go out there, whether that's my friend, my family, anybody, my supervisor, anybody. So again, to me, it's all about we do try to build relationships to last. I would like more relationships to last, but again, everything is not. You ever heard that saying, "Reason for a season or season for
Right.
somebody's." I'm a really firm believer of that. I do believe that people are in your life for a season, and that's family too. It doesn't
And
mean
that
just because
right.
somebody's your
That's what I learned through my journey is people, I hold on to people, and I didn't know that was an issue. Like, yo, I knew you since grade school, you my friend, let's be friends until we die, but that's not how it worked. And I realized, like, speaking of people, friends do come in cycles. So I'm transitioning to friends, and I didn't understand that because I'm like, but that's my friend. But now it's like you start seeing different levels. You may not be on the same level. Your mindset might not be the same like it was 10 or 20 years ago. And it's like some people just don't want to be bothered. Like, I speak to people that I'm friends with in the past, and I'm just like, they have not evolved. They still have some tendencies that were issues back in the day. So I don't want to deal with it. And then now I'm also feeling like I'm going through solid relationships I thought I had, and then I'm seeing characteristics of jealousy, I don't want to say backstabbing, but like
Call it
kind
what it
of
is.
people
Call it
who
what it
is
is.
like, discussing stuff about you to other people. And I find it funny because a lot people's circles is like kind of intertwined. So a lot of times you can't get slick with stuff like that. And I feel like communication is like between friends now, it just seems so phony because you hear little shades, comments, and or you hear, for instance, like a situation I brought about me accomplishing something. And I feel like I'm echoing. Oh, and I felt like it backfired because some people was throwing shade like they wasn't happy for me. And I'm like, well, I thought you was my friend. Like, I check on you, I ride for you. I don't ask you for nothing but just be my friend. And that's it. I'm not looking for nothing, no perks. I have friends in the industry that do stuff. And I'm just like, yo, I'm here for you, but you throwing shade at me. Do you not want me to grow? And then I don't want to be around that.
Well, you have to think about it. Some people they'll when you grow, you do find that you grow out of people. You'll find that when success happens to you, not everybody's wants your success, even if that person's successful, because I think it's kind of bred. It's this competition or this competitiveness that's bred into the culture, our culture at times. And instead of it being an uplifting type of thing, it's more like, and I don't think they even mean it like to be bitter, but it just comes out. Like it just their truth comes out. The truth of how the feelings about you come out. And so as you I'm gonna let you
We
know
have
as
a
you
comment.
take this.
I don't know if you see a comment real quick, but Lisa
No.
says she just had to let a 20-year plus relationship
See?
go. They were upset, but wasn't at all because of what you are explaining perfectly. Sometimes friendships just need to fade out gracefully. And then she put, yes, it starts with the shady comments and the jealousy. As soon as you start doing better than folks and you aren't the underdog anymore, some can't deal with it. They can't handle when you are growing and getting better, and they aren't.
Lisa, that is a perfect example. Couldn't have said it better.
But I feel like I have a problem with it, Lisa, because it's just blowing my mind. Like, you put something into people and you don't get it in return. And you be like, these are people that I was riding with for a long time. And now it's like, it's just not the same anymore. And I hate I never want to have hostility, so I'm right. I'm the one. I will moonwalk. My husband laughed when I say moonwalk. I will moonwalk out gracefully, and mwah, I still applaud you from afar. I'm not gonna hate you, but if you violate me, you blocked. I will block you if you violate me.
And here's the thing, I don't even the blocking. I mean, social
don't
media.
try to violate me and play me, because I will block you and end it. Because I can tell sometimes you may get it's okay to get heated conversations with friends and stuff, but characteristics, if it's not healthy and it don't feel right in your gut, you got to acknowledge it. And I'm the person, I would say it to the person like, oh, I wasn't feeling that. Some people want to not speak to you for a few days, or they block you for a few days. Like that part, that annoys me, because like, come on, we adults. Like you have an issue, say what you gotta say. Like I don't have time. I'm reaching out to you and you ignoring me because you feel some kind of way. Be a woman, be a man, and say what you gotta say. And it's like a lot of people don't keep it real and don't communicate. And I'm trying to see that more. And it's disgusting because it's people our age. Like I can't speak. I'm 45.
You mean in their late 20s?
It just seemed, huh?
You mean in their late 20s?
Honey, I wish I was in my 20s. No, I want to go back to sidebar. I want to go back to like 17, 18. I ain't really have no bills.
Yeah. I had bills that not even bills.
But I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends. I'm always the friendly girl, and I never see stuff. I catch it late. Like in my old age, as being 45, I'm catching stuff late.
You said our age, girl. I'm 26.
Let me tell you something.
I did want to
I'm not ashamed. Let me tell you something. We 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, we are killing the game. We are killing it. Okay. Don't embrace that age. Let them know how good we look. We can keep up with the young daddies. My knees is a little, my knees got a little bit of arthritis in it, but
you be twerking.
I be trying to keep up. But let's talk about now. This is
wait, before you go on, let me
get a little touchy.
Wait, before you go on, I wanted to say one more thing, and something that you mentioned, and was the last thing you mentioned about losing people and people, talking things out. One of the things that we talk about in our romantic relationships is communication with our partner, whomever that may be.
Right.
Do you know that communication is just as much needed in our friendships and our family? And that's the thing. It's all about communication. The one thing I will say that I do with my people who are close to me, or people I want to be close to me, I tell them, hey, listen, if we ever get into something and you're upset with me, hey, I don't mind taking a couple times off, taking a little bit of time off to get your head or to find out how you want to relay the information. But just talk to me. Because sometimes I don't know. Like I might not know I've offended you, but if
like,
you
look, girl, I need a break. Just give me a few days.
Yeah, like we have even been talking, and our voices have elevated a little bit.
Right. But we knocked, then we bucked, then we ready to fight. No, I'm joking.
And then we hugged it out.
I'm joking.
we don't do that.
We get animated, but we so cool. We know how to fall back into it, because I think we know each other. Even if we disagree, we agree to disagree. And sometimes we might not like it, but we be like, fuck it. I'll speak to my homegirl later on when she's feeling better and stuff like that. And that's what like friendships are about. And like you said, now relationships, I'm married, and relationships too, communication is very important. I don't want to say marriage is hard, but marriage could be hard. There's a lot of ups and downs. If you don't communicate, it can make it worse. Like just it could be a downfall. I'm a talker, so I'm gonna just say one thing. Like me and my husband, we was going at it one time, and like we're arguing, and it wasn't. You know how it's not like a rah rah rah, but
Yeah.
you arguing, and then you just annoyed. Like he was like, just give me a break, and I'm like, no, we gonna talk. Like no, f that, we talking. Like, what are you doing? Like, let's talk. And he like, yo, just give me a break. And then I had to fall back and be like, wait a minute. I'm not even respecting what this man is
Mm-hmm.
asking. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically trying to bully him into a debate or argument. And that's not adult and that's not respectful. So I fell back, gave him like a day or two. No, the next day, I fell back the rest of the night. The next day, I was like, I apologize. I took accountability. Like, I apologize. It wasn't right for me to try to force you into an argument or a conversation when you're not ready. Because I understand you may say some stuff when you emotional that you may not mean. So I had to acknowledge that relationship wise. As far as single, I just go listen to my single friends. I hear, I'm not, and this, you know what? I'm gonna say single friends. That's male and female. Okay, I'm not gonna shoot down the brothers because the brothers have a difficult time. They saying with the women too in relationships. But what I'm hearing is people ghosting each other, people not keeping it real.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm
People
gonna
just
interject because
manipulating situations to create a fake relationship and stuff. So
but I
don't know.
gotta
I'll
jump
be out there, girl. Let me know what they doing. I'm just
in.
hearing it from the single ladies. Like,
I
Lisa,
gotta.
what's up? You
I'm
hearing
ready.
any?
I'm ready. I gotta interject because prior to being in the relationship that I am now, honestly, I do have to give it up. I think that I've been in my relationship so long because we agreed that when things get heated, if one of us say, I don't want to talk about it, we stop because it's
Right,
that back and forth and that angry and now you feel like you got to get your point across. I know me, I'm the type of person, I have to get my point across. I have to tell you how I'm feeling, but it's not
right.
the right moment because that's that tension, boom, 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 boom. But I think that communication and allowing each other to have that time and that space to think about it and what is that, reflect on what has happened and what part I played in it. I'm a person that
Right.
becomes very accountable. So that's why I do think that the relationship that I have has lasted that long because we decided to come together and communicate, and we found a way. Because when you say communicate, that doesn't just mean, well, yeah, we was talking, we was arguing. That's not communicating, because a good
Right.
communication
That's
is you
definitely
being
not
able
because
to
you're
hear
not
this
hearing each
person,
other in communication
right? You hearing this
arguments.
person, right? So that's one good thing about it. But before I got into this relationship, you talk about like some things that um he the game, well, the game's fucked up when long time been for a long time. I thought it was when I was in Jersey that it was messed up. Oh man, these brothers, da 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 da. I come down here to DC area and it's all these brothers. It's just people. I don't know, maybe it's just the people, but I've had it where, you know, even when I'm even I'm in this relationship and I feel like, oh man, I'm ready to get out this shit. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm just whatever we
Mhm.
going through and I'm tired. I'm ready to jump ship. You have to understand that everything is not being in love with somebody, and being loving somebody is not just loving the sweet shit that you get from them. It's
Mhm.
if you can go through that bad shit, that gritty shit, and y'all make it, that's fucking love. It's
Right.
not always just no, because he buy me everything, he does me, he makes me feel good. Okay, but after that person make you feel, they can also make you feel shitty, but can they come back and make you feel good too? Does the shitty part outweigh the good part, right? So we go
Right.
through that. But before I got into a relationship with him, man, they was asking for weird shit, like weird shit. Like for off the bat, yeah, I'm going straight up. Like, yeah, you gonna eat my ass? Wait, I'm not. Wait, what? What?
Eating the groceries.
I'm not. So it's not about eating the groceries because hey, you
No,
can live.
I'm just saying that's how you come at somebody.
No, I didn't say having some of my groceries. The brother was like, yeah, we wasn't dating that long. Brother was like, yeah, when I come back from work, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna take a shower. You can eat my ass. Oh, so so I'm just a whole ass eating face here, huh? Then you know what? I said, okay, I don't think, and I'm not against anybody who did. Hey, that's your sexual. What you do in bed is fine, but how you just requesting ass
I
eating
got
from somebody
something,
you don't even know?
and let
Like
me tell you something. I got something real funny to say, right? I'm on TikTok, right? These men are coming out of the goddamn woodworks, right? And they don't stop. This is the funny part. Are you single? No, I'm married. Oh, so do you have kids? They keep going. I'm like, what are you going for? Like, I'm married. Well, can I be your friend? Dude, we on TikTok. Write a fucking comment. Like it. Like, what the hell?
see my
Then
TikTok.
I had the funny thing is, like, I'm a talker, so I think it's funny. Like, I don't be provocative and stuff like that. I'm trying to counsel a dude. He like, I can't find good women here. I'm like, where you looking? New York. Where are you going to
In New
find
York.
these women? In Brooklyn. No, my man. Where? How old are you? 51. I'm like,
Right. It's
dude,
and
when
again,
you
you
find
can
you can't
find.
find a good woman, you don't even know how to answer my question. But the funny thing is, one guy, I told him I'm married or whatever. We just talk like talking stupid shit, shooting the breeze, sending dumb shit like those stupid rails or whatever.
Yeah.
And I gave him a fake name or whatever. So he kept calling me by that name. Then down the thread, he calls me another name, a whole nother girl name. I said, oh my God, this is why women be having it rough with these men. They can't even keep up with themselves. They out here talking to all these women and just talking. Like, that's why I feel like relationships is hard. Like, I wanted, because I'm married, it's not like I'm out there to be like, well, let me talk from experience. Like, when I was dating, I was young. That's what I've been married for like almost 20 years. We've been together for like 22 years. Like, who the hell is different now? I can't tell you what happened in the 90s, the 99s, and the 2000s. Well, shit, was I married? No, I wasn't. I can't tell you about the early 99s and 2000s because it's totally different. But I was like, let me just talk. Like, it was like a science project for me. And I'm like, yo, they don't talk in depth. They don't, like, excuse me, in depth, because my THs, y'all. I say mother and father. Yes, I do. But no, Lisa, he kept saying, like, I said, my name is Tanya. So he'd be like, Tanya, it's a nice day here. Hope you have a good day. Da 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 da. Tanya, da 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 da. Then, so Gabrielle, how's your day going? I'm like, dude, look
He
up
got
your
mad chat
friend.
windows up. He got mad chat windows up, and he trying to talk to
I'm like,
everybody.
dude, look, I said wrong convo, bro.
Right.
Wrong girl. So I'm like, yo, what about if I'm somebody out there searching? This is the shit I gotta deal with if I'm single. Like, I feel for the single women. And then the men, they have their concerns. I hear that some women may be too independent and act like they don't need a man, or women may be too needy and kind of don't give the man their space, or women don't appreciate hardworking blue collar men. They just want rich men. They want to be wine and dine and stuff like that. So that's what I'm hearing. What is your thoughts? What are you hearing on the streets? Like, why are these relationships so hard? Why is everybody single searching, but no one's having these genuine relationships?
I do believe that the uptake in the social media platforms have made it more difficult to find quality. But I believe that there are certainly quality men, certainly quality women out there. I know there are. Shit, I was on there. I know I'm quality, right? So, and I was on, online on certain platforms. So but you you have these venues, you have so much, you have all this access to
Yeah.
so much, right? Sometimes you a
Yeah.
guy, you like, ooh, guys get overwhelmed. Ooh, oh, it's candy,
Right.
right?
You
And
right.
then
It's like a buffet,
right,
like social
right.
media.
And
Because
people
yeah,
aren't really looking. Some people are not looking for the same thing. So it is about being honest when you go out there, what you want and what
right,
you're looking for. And I don't think it's wrong for a woman to say, I want this, I want that, I want that, because some people grow up in a house where they that's what they saw their father do, right?
mm-hmm,
They want
right,
that. Some people say, you know what, I don't mind a blue collar brother. I don't care how much he makes. I can make more than my man. I don't care. I just want somebody who's
mm,
going to be there for me and be there with me and, grow with me and stuff like that, right? But it's about
right,
getting to the people who are not playing the games. That's
right.
the problem. That's the problem. It's not
It's like you gotta dive in an ocean full of sharks to get a
shark week.
good contender. Like, girl, I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
for these single women. But even with marriage can be hard, like I said.
And
And
so, and people get
you
on top.
gotta work, you have to work at it, and you gotta maintain. It's like keeping up your body. You want to stay in shape, you want to live longer. You gotta, like, even with friendships and families, like, you gotta think about yourself. That's number one thing about yourself. How you carry yourself, how you want to be treated, and like, reflect back. What is good for you? What's working for you? Is this person genuine? Is it reciprocating and stuff like that? And I think that'll make it easier. I think people hold on to the hoping and wishing, and then some people just want to be nasty about things. But if people, like you said, communicate and be transparent, maybe relationships will be more better. And also taking that time back, if you are emotional, to analyze the situation and think about how I can handle this in the most low trauma situation
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Even if you be like, I want to not deal with this person, let me, like Lisa said, gracefully bow out. And I think like that's the best bet, to go that route. Do you have any last thoughts that you want to share? Or
Absolutely. Well, first I wanted to thank you for having me on your show. I watch your shows, and definitely the fact that you're, addressing mental health. And I think it's brave of you to come on and talk about your mental health. It helps me to want to be a little bit more open. I mean, people may not think it, but I get a little self-conscious about sharing certain things. As much as I share, I still get self-conscious about me. So I do want to thank you for being a role model in that way. But I
oh,
would,
thank you.
and I want to say that that you know back, just to close up the relationship things. My thing is, whatever relationship that you're dealing with, deal with it with an open mind and make sure you check yourself. I'm a checker of myself. Make sure I acknowledge when I'm wrong, and when I'm wrong, I don't have a problem with apologizing. But sometimes, and that also, sometimes you have to give up the right to be right, my mom would say. And that means in
Right,
that space, in that arguing space, whomever you're with, sometimes you're right, but you know what, some people might call it pick your battles, right? Just
right,
let some stuff, just let it go. But if
right.
you feel, I'm not encouraging anybody to separate themselves from their loved ones, but
Mhm.
I encourage you to think about you and your health and your mental health,
Right.
and how that relationship, no matter what it is going to do, it's going to draw, what is it going to draw out of you? And if
Mhm.
you feel that it's drawing out negativity, if you feel it's making you tired, just to think about the relationship. It's hard to be in a relationship with that person, and that's romantic, that's your friendship, that's your family,
Mhm.
that's even, it might be harder if you have a 9 to 5 job where you can't just leave where you are. But think about these things. Is it
Right.
good for you and your mental space?
Right.
And if it is not, then I would say let it go. That's it.
That's
I think that we
yeah.
can get back on. Next time we talk, let's talk about like how their relationships and people deal with alternative lifestyles.
Yeah, we could talk. We could do
Relationship.
a part 2 of
Yeah, let's
alternative
talk about it too. Let's talk
lifestyle.
about it. The lifestyle and how people incorporate different things to make themselves happier in their relationship.
Right. And I want to say thank you. Like, you my girl. We had a radio show together, and it was called Chocolate Sundays. I still love it, dear to my heart. And every time I join up with you, it's always fun. And we met how long ago? Like, it's been years, and I appreciate
however old Jay is, it was only a few years because she wasn't that old.
Yeah, Jade was 5. She's turned 21 tomorrow. I can't do the math right now, so like something teen years. But thank you, Lisa, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I appreciate it. And please like, share, subscribe, share this to your friends, your family, your loved ones, your co-workers. Like, it's just good to have these healthy conversations. It's hard, like, in the minority culture, people want to just be strong, get to where they going, and they don't want to address issues. Like, stop and give yourself some grace, and just keep it healthy and keep it flowing. I will be here on Sunday. So the show airs every Sunday at 7 p.m. Some may be live, which I will announce it, and some may be recorded. I'm working on things, having other guests. Nikki Darby, this is not the last time you're going to see her. She will be here frequently. So we're going to discuss.
Got our own little thing going on. We might have our own thing, not might, but next 2025.
Yeah. I want to have, and yeah, so it's every Sunday. Good night, Ma. Have a good night. And everyone, yeah, again, please like, share, subscribe. I love you, Nikki. Thank you for doing this. Everybody, thank you for joining. Peace and blessings. Stay safe. And this is going to be pre-recorded, so please go and look on the other videos as well. I talk about mindfulness healing, mindfulness therapy. I show just things that help me cope with anxiety and therapy. So check out the other videos, share it, and just look out, set your notifications. And again, I love you guys. Stay blessed. Peace and blessings. Good night, everyone. So I'm still on. This is new, so you gotta deal with me. Deal with me for a little bit, y'all. I'm still trying to get used to this. Thank you for joining, and I appreciate it. And again, like, sometimes I'll be nervous, but I wanted people to see a face from the community that go through things and go through anxieties and depressions and have issues, and just let people know, my hair look crazy, that it's okay. You're not alone. Don't be afraid to share and talk about it, and build relationships with people that you feel like reciprocating the same energy and love. And that goes for everyone. And if you need help or anything, don't hesitate to call on the person that's there for you and that's willing to help you. So again, thank you for joining. That's just my little message. I always go over a little bit. And like I said, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate everyone checking me out this evening, and Miss Nikki Darby. And I'll see you next week at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Bye, guys. I'm going to try this again.